Hi, it's Annie Caspar, and it is 11:12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on 1/23/2017. I apologize for taking so long to complete this letter and to do the research necessary to understand the best approach for what is the commencement of an awareness and invitation campaign to terminate illegal and criminal targeting. Unfortunately, on Thursday, I had 26 flybys, and they started on Wednesday night with a very low-flying Coast Guard contraption. And as you can see, I'm very sick. And this has been an integral part of my protocol for a long time now, because it appears to be one of their least, able to evidence, because what am I going to do? I've got to go to a university and I have to say, I need a petri dish. I need a collection of petri dishes because I am sprayed upon massively to such a degree that I throw up, pass out, fall down. So can I have petri dishes for what appears to be bioweapons dropped on me regularly since early 2011? I know, you can't make this stuff up, guys. It's just, I mean, this is really sick stuff. And I'm laughing, but as you can tell, I'm ill. Anyway, the letter's completed. You need to go to Facebook or open an account on Facebook and access it via my notes. It's a very, very well drafted letter, and it will go to your federal, state, and local government, as well as to non-governmental organizations that are either not-for-profit or for-profit, that are there to support and to ensure that human, civil, and constitutional rights are upheld. It's really easy to find these on the internet these days. You know, for your, obviously you want to go to the full cabinet of the United States, the full cabinet, because you're talking about a national security issue here. All right, seriously, this is a big problem. Forget for a moment that we're being tortured to death and our lives are being destroyed, and we get banged for simply trying to actually inform the public and to protect ourselves against a crime against humanity. It's a national security problem. It's very significant. Two, so the next levels you want to move into beyond the executive is going to be to the legislative, which means your senators and your congresspeople, both nationally as well as locally. Don't forget your governor statewide as well. And then finally down to your local government. Because these programs are so fused and so comprehensive, I mean, we're talking about, Stasi, KGB, really deep intelligence, not deep intelligence, sorry, in their case, it's actually an oxymoron, extensive sabotage networks. And we need to hit on every single individual and organization, department, division that has any responsibility for terminating these programs and investigating them first and terminating them. We also want to put all of these folks on notice, because if they in any way, shape, or form have participated or aided or abetted them, they need to stop right now, because we have legal damages coming, comprehensive ones too. As y'all may know, sorry, I live in the South now and I pick up the y'all may know. You may know that Jack Christiana has just filed it looks like a really fantastic civil lawsuit in California, and I invite you all to go to his page on Facebook as well and review as much as you can of what he's doing legally. I am working right now, but y'all need to send this letter out ASAP, and it's got to go registered, receipt, certified mail, signature guaranteed, if at all possible. I know that gets expensive, and that's part of the protocols, is to make remedy of these crimes against humanity very expensive and very difficult. But it needs to go that way. You can also send by email, but you have to make sure when you send by email that you have documentation on your side that the email was received. Then you're going to have to follow up with a phone call as well. Document the name of the person who's received the letter, and document by date, time, everything you can. This is really important because, guys, if we get just 100 TIs in the United States or even globally to get this out to, let's say, 20 entities each, that's very significant coverage. And that also is something that I am able then to bring to the media, which is my next step, and say, this is what we've done today. Here are results. You're going to have to report back to me, by the way. And I put all my contact information on the note on Facebook. And that's also what I'm going to need for class counsel. I am going to need to be able to go to class counsel and say, this is what we've done today. These are our results, and this is some of the evidence that we have. It's really critical that you participate in this program. If you do not participate in this program, you're just going to continue to suffer. What I'm designing is probably one of the best ways, if not the best way, to approach the termination of these crimes against humanity. So see my Facebook page. It's Annie Kaspar, ANIKASPAR. Please look for, I'm trying to think of what my profile image right now is. Oh, it's just a watercolor of a woman. And you'll have to search. And if you're having a problem, just message me on Facebook or email me, because Facebook has put up about 50 Annie Kasparics. I mean, it's ridiculous. And I can assure you they're not real, or AI, or whoever does this crazy sabotage stuff. You must participate in the program, and you must act now. I am also trying to segue in with the Women's March movement. I don't want to hear about political affiliation. I don't want to hear about whether or not you agree with their ideology. I don't want to hear anything until you've reviewed their ideology, which is an ideology of the basic support of human rights for every single life on the planet, period. So I'm trying to segue with them because they have enormous momentum after having the most successful march in the history of the world, worldwide. Yeah, we're going there. But you must participate. All right, enough of me. I'm sorry I look like this. I'm just fried, guys. I'm so fried. You can't. It's just they're killing me. I mean, they've done all kinds of other things, but this stuff, the stuff that they dump on me, and I'm not even going to talk about it because I've documented it, but I don't want to go into my own personal woe. But it's like, it's bioweaponry. It's just, oh my God. And why? Because they're going to be exposed. No ifs, ands, or buts. And that's just the way life is. They shouldn't be criminals. Stop being a criminal. If you stop being a criminal and you give me my $250,000, which I am legally owed, and my $2,500 a month, which I am legally owed, and you restore to every single targeted individual in the United States and the world right now everything you've stolen from them, we're fine. Any questions, please feel free to ring me. I've got all my contact information on that note. I'm going to list the link below this video. There'll be more videos coming, and I apologize, guys, but I was really sick, and I spent time doing a lot of research information. And I also supported the Women's March very comprehensively on Facebook. And you must on Facebook and Twitter, because the rights that they're asking for, human, civil, and constitutional, are exactly the rights that we're asking for. And with the momentum that they have, we really have an incredible opportunity, especially because apparently 70% of the folks targeted are female, and I'm finding more and more and more the majority of women who are targeted that have had impact in the world, and I mean impact, have been whistleblowers for gender discrimination or sexual harassment pretty generally, or sometimes just corporate or governmental malfeasance and waste, etc. And this is a big flippin' problem, a really big one, because this is how corrupt empires fall. Much love. Thank you so much for your patience. I apologize for the delay, and I apologize for looking like a train hit me today. But a train did hit me for about, 5 days now. Oh, yes, so we had almost tornadoes, too, of course. Of course. That's the other thing, my weather warfare. Oh, course, I can't even begin to tell you. 4 lightning strikes, 12 strikes in a, what, 500 yard radius when I first moved into my home here. Statistically impossible. Absolutely. Anyway, enough of me. Thank you so much for your patience. Get those letters out, and if you have any questions, contact me immediately. See Jack Christiansen, Christiana on Facebook to try to look at, get him to get a copy of his lawsuit to you, because you want to know how to compile your data and evidence the way he has. God bless this man. He went to law school to like save his life. Where am I living? Where are we? What? I mean, really. Thank you.